This bun is just living its short hair life back there. We're gonna let it do whatever it wants to do. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look. Clearly, I wanted to do a look that was more dark and vampy because I feel like I've only been doing nude lips. Like, even in real life when I'm not filming video, I'm only rocking nude lips. So I saw this little Maybelline Superstay kind of peeking out over there, and I was like, oh, let's use this guy today. I've never used one of these Superstay matte inks before, and I'm not sure if I like it. I really like the color, but I don't know if I like how it feels or if it's just not dry yet, because I feel like if I push my lips together, it's gonna like come off. Maybe not, maybe it's just not completely dry yet, but I do like the color. So that's what we base this whole look off of. So I quickly wanted to come on here before the tutorial started because, you know, usually you just see me barefaced like, but I quickly wanted to let you guys know that our long nails or dye pin is back in stock, and it's currently only $5. We've been running this special since Thanksgiving, so they've been moving kind of quickly. The Mother of Cats pin is back in stock too. So all pins are $5 until tomorrow at midnight, which is Monday. We're also including stickers in all the purchases. I know you guys want me to sell the stickers, but it will honestly cost you more for me to ship them to you than the actual sticker itself. So currently we're just offering these stickers with a purchase. So $5 pins, $19 shirts, $10 hats. So I just wanted to let YouTube know because I let everybody else know, and sometimes I feel like there's some of you that are just here on YouTube and nowhere else. So it's for you. If you guys have wanted a long nails or dye pin, they're back in stock. All t-shirts are back in stock as well. And yeah, I think so I think that was it. $5 pins, $19 shirts until Monday at midnight. Yes. So other than that, if you want to hang out with me for the next couple of minutes or so while we transform into this, then I would love it. For my moisturizer, we are using the Patchology Aquaflash Daily Gel Moisturizer. This is a water-based moisturizer, which I like because I feel like they absorb quickly into the skin. I also really like the scent of this, and I don't know if this is weird or not, but my face feels clean after I put this moisturizer on. Like, anybody else feel like that after they do it? Just me? Okay. For primer, we are using the REN Perfect Canvas. This is a skin finishing primer. I think you're only supposed to use like 1 to 2 drops, but I feel like I get a little carried away with it, as you can see. I like this for primer because it creates like this really sticky base on my face, which I think is great for long lasting makeup. If you remember my last video, I go between this guy and the Farsali. So last time we used Farsali, this time we're gonna use the Perfect Canvas. For foundation, we're gonna use the Lancome Ultra Wear. I'm wearing it in the shade 320, which I feel like at first it looked like it was gonna be like a pretty good color for me, but I think it was a little more on the warm side. I feel like it blends perfectly with my neck, but I don't know, I felt a little orange in this foundation, to be honest. But you can always fix foundation color with powder and concealer, so I just always just roll with it instead of taking it off and trying again. But I don't know, I feel like it just turned a little more warm than I would have liked. Love the coverage, love the blendability. It did last a really long time, but color wise, I just don't know if this was my right color. Blended with my neck, not sure about the rest of the face. For the eyes today, we're using the Berries and Cream palette from Dominque Cosmetics, and we are starting first with the shade Soft and Sweet and using that all in our crease. We're only going to use 2 eyeshadow colors from this palette to make it nice and easy and breezy. So after you have Soft and Sweet built into the crease as much as your little heart desires, I'm going to go in with another flat fluffy brush and start packing cherry juice on to the outer corner of my eye. This is this really beautiful matte maroony cranberry shade, and I'm just blending super duper softly, meaning I'm just using very light pressure with my brushes, and I'm gonna just go between the 2 brushes, the one that has cherry juice on it and the one that has Soft and Sweet, and just pack and blend and buff until this eye is looking how I want it to look, okay? For the lid, I'm just using Soft and Sweet. Like I said, we're only using 2 shadow colors here, and once I have that on the lid, I'm just going back into Cherry Juice and buffing that towards it, and then just using super duper light pressure again to blend that right in the middle of the eye so that they transition smoothly. For concealer, I'm using the Jouer High Coverage Concealer, I'm pretty sure is what it's called, in the shade Toast. This is actually my first time trying this concealer, and I was pretty impressed. I thought it was going to be like a little tuggy because it's a more thick consistency concealer, but it actually blended like a dream. I loved the coverage of it, and I really like this shade Toast. I have it in a bunch of colors, so I wasn't sure, but I think Toast is my color. I could probably go one more up if I wanted to be like more intense and bright, but this was perfect for this look. So I'm just blending it out using a little dome brush, and again, just using soft pressure. Oh yeah, and I also use a little tiny detail brush, like a little fluffy brush, to get up into the corners of my eye and right underneath my eye, because sometimes the dome brush just doesn't get it. To set, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder, which is for under the eyes and your face. I mainly like it for under my eyes, but it does work really good on your face. I still do not like the smell. I don't know if mine just smells weird or if they all smell weird, but it smells really bad. But it makes your under eyes look super delicious, super smooth. It's a soft focusing light diffusing powder, and I'm using mine in the shade Fair. I'm pretty sure it's in the shade Fair. Bronzer, I'm just using the Victoria Beckham bronzer in the shade Saffron Sun. This doesn't switch. I need to find another bronzer. Like, what is your favorite bronzer? For blush, I'm using the KKW Beauty blush in the shade Karma. I was nervous at first because I thought it was going to be intense, but it actually really wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. But if I'm not sure of a blush color, I'll always just test it on my hand. This guy blended super duper smoothly, and I just thought it was like a good combo with the eye. Clearly, I'm into like monochromatic looks these days. So this is another first time use. This is the Kylie Pressed Perfecting Powder in the shade You're Perfect. You guys know I'm really into the KKW Beauty brightening powder, so I thought maybe this was like the same vibe, so I wanted to try it out. I don't know if I love it. This is my first time trying it, never used it, first time on camera. I can definitely see a brightening effect as I'm watching this footage. I just felt like maybe it looked too shimmery, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna give it another go with like another look. But I can definitely see the brightening happening here. I don't know if it's supposed to brighten or what, but I don't feel like I felt as smooth underneath my eye as I did with the KKW Beauty one. But like I said, I'm still gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try it out more. And for highlight, I'm using the iluvsarahii and Dose of Colors highlight in Sol Mate, and I'm just doing a little bit, like I don't want it to be like too intense, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlight, and then we're going to dampen a beauty blender with any kind of setting spray that you have and dab over everything so everything looks nice and blended and like it's sunk like it's sunk into the skin and not sitting on top of it. In my waterline, I'm putting a little bit of the Make It Forever Artist Pencil in the shade Limitless Brown, and then we're going to go back into the Berries and Cream palette and pick up the shade Cherry Juice and just kind of buff that underneath our lower lash line. For our lip liner, we're just using Nightmoth from MAC, but you can use any kind of dark plummy shade that you want. If I'm using a dark, you know what? It doesn't matter what color lip I'm using, I have to line my lips. Otherwise, I feel like things get out of control. So line the lips, and then we're gonna fill everything in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Composer.
I don't know if I loved how it felt. It lasted a really long time because I wore this lip for hours after, but like I said in the beginning, I just felt like it was a little sticky. It didn't budge or move or anything, so it's a really great long-lasting lip. I love the color. I just don't know if I love the feel of the actual lip itself, but I do love this look, and I hope you guys do too. So after your lip is on, this look is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you super duper soon in a new one. Bye guys.